This is the greatest display arrangement. Anyway. Come on. There we go. Let me get my stuff back up. My second monitor. Alright. Good enough. English project. Alright, I'm gonna get live split now. I'm gonna, because I think it'd be funny for y'all to see how much time I'm spending on this. Splits. Download. Yes, I said download. Download. No, I don't want WinRAR on that monitor. Extract to the D:// live split underscore 1.8.33. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Live split.exe. Yes. Where is live split? Why is it there? I want it over here. How does one use you? Is there a readme file anywhere? Probably. Am I gonna find it? No.
What is going on, guys? My name is Link7 and today I'll be making a little video about how to use live split and
livesplit.exe. There we go. No, actually on the bottom, close to my taskbar. No, at the top. Start. Alright. Alright, go back to... Hello. So, this is my book report, which you probably figured out if I've decided to put a title card. I still haven't quite decided whether or not I'm gonna put the time lapse. Shut up. Oh, right, I forgot to turn my life support back on. One moment. I still haven't quite decided whether or not I'm going to, what's it called? Put the time lapse before this clip, or, I don't know, after I say something. But if I'm going to do it after I say something, I'm going to show the time lapse of me building the base now. Well, wasn't that neat? I don't know. For me, it's been about 3 seconds. And that is, the current plan's about 3600 times speed. I don't know. Look at live split. You can see how fast the hours are passing. I actually wonder how much footage I have. So it's split across multiple recording folders because anyway. So this is the base. You may not know, you may not see it, and that's intentional. In real life, it's under the ground because there's radiation from that guy over there, that thing. Of course, it wouldn't use solar panels. It would use a trisofuel nuclear reactor, as those can't melt down and are very easy to just set up and leave. But those are not yet a mature technology, and they're also not in this game. So I have solar panels supplemented by the creative power source. So over here is, I was trying to do some weird thing with air conditioners. I only needed this half. The other half isn't connected to anything anymore. Yeah, I should probably remove it, but nah. This is the venting water vapor that somehow gets in the air and venting liquids that get in the waste pipe due to its pressure exceeding 50 megapascals occasionally, which is not good. This is a construction site. Now, I don't have resource processing set up because, well, it's not exactly realistic in this game. Like, in real life, you wouldn't find ores. You just take the surface and then shove it into an electrolysis reactor. And then, boom, you've got steel. Because that's mostly what Regla is made up of. I'm pretty sure the ratios are good enough. You can just melt it down into roughly stainless steel. Anyway, so inside, I have 2 airlocks. The first one leads to the workshop. Anyway, the reason I was talking about resources is I've decided to completely omit that. So, as we enter, as we enter, you'll notice I no longer have a bunch of stuff on the floor. I actually organized by this general color of stuff. So we have all the machines. I actually recently fixed a breach back in life support, so temperatures are lower than they should be, but it's fine. It's workable at the moment. It's fixing itself. This air current you can see moving is intentional. It's getting air from here into there. Anyway, I should probably explain why I actually did this. That's because my book is called How to Develop the Moon. It's by Ian Long. It's exactly what it says on the, well, not exactly on the tin. It's a piece of cardboard. But step-by-step instructions for establishing economic demand for lunar development via tourism. Now, that's what that construction site was actually going to be. It is currently Easter. I spent essentially the entire break on this. So, this is an oven. I don't remember why I put this here. Anyway, all the machines, emergency gas mask, a fire extinguisher that I didn't actually put like any extinguisher fluid or whatever in it. So let's go down into the maintenance tunnel. That was actually originally intended to be a power plant, but then I realized I didn't know how to set that up, and I also, like, that wasn't realistic. So This isn't very realistic. You wouldn't ever have lunar regolith exposed to air like this unless you cindered it, because it's just like it's kinda bad for your lungs. It's really dry. Now imagine after moisture from after like humidity gets to it, it'd be fine. It'd just be like sand, but yeah. These are just to display this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All the light switches work. Anyway, so this would be the actual starting out, like, initial base, aside from the two lunar ships that will be landed sideways, so that there is a sort of seed point. Anyway, so if I go out of this airlock, yeah, if I go out of this, thank you, airlock. This is the solar farm, and neat thing about this game is that I can do this. I can see all the pipes, which you probably don't care about. So, back inside to showing the other important parts of a moon base. I said, okay, give it a second. Outward's very limited. Yeah, I know. Back inside. So, this is the main power distribution nexus substation. This door has no pressure behind it. There's no atmosphere, so it's welded shut. So through here is a hallway with a light switch. The ones that do this system are slow. Oh yeah, there's also a light switch in here. I do know how to do automatic doors, but these hatches don't exactly do that. Oh, damage, that's not good. So, okay, I made this in creative mode to just to demonstrate what a potential moon base would look like. Now, there's no food production because this is in no way the final base. This is the sort of initial workshop area where everything is built off of. So all food would be shipped in from Earth on a ship similar to a starship. That's currently the only craft capable of doing this. So this is the life support room. We have all the gases color-coded. In the walls, we have pipe networks. White is air or oxygen. It's a mix. The air in this base is a mixture of 20% oxygen and 80% nitrogen at, well, if I had enough air, like to actually fill the base properly, it would be about 101 kilopascals, which is roughly Earth's surface pressure. So it's just Earth air, essentially, but cleaner. So these are all the filtration units. The water just gets sent to the surface. Sure, it's valuable, but if water's in these pipes, then something very bad is happening. So, this is a pressure release valve, and this is an emergency bypass valve, just in case I don't, well, it's actually it. Okay, really, Steam, you're gonna ruin everything? Thanks. It's actually a back pressure regulator, but same thing. This just processes ice, because that's how that works in this game, into air. Anyway, not important. So this system takes in waste gases, which is usually just air, but with some carbon dioxide in it probably, and maybe pollutant. Aside from that time I blew up the entire base on accident. That was mainly carbon dioxide and pollutants, but it's just generic pollutant, and it takes it, sends it through the system. This is how it would have to be in a real thing, except the filtration units probably would not look like this. This is, of course, a game, and therefore not accurate. Not exactly accurate in real life, but it is complex enough that you get the idea. I did originally have 2 AC units in series, but that broke the laws of thermodynamics. So, yeah. Don't ask me how that happened. I have no idea, to be honest. Anyway, most of the book is just about sort of setting up the base on the moon and how, there's a decent section dedicated to resource processing, which I had to omit, because, again, this is not at all accurate. But, in terms of resource processing. But, I mean, the rest of the game's pretty good, analog for real life. Who's that? Did you hear that? Oh, it was the Ice Crusher. Never mind. Oh yeah, and that is the, it says tank fill. There's no way to change that. This is, where you empty your waste tank.
Critical.
Shut up. This is where you would empty waste tank, or if you have a tank of gases to add to the, network, you would do it. It'll then filter through. And, well, if there were enough pressure, it would actually fill up here, but there isn't exactly enough pressure. So yeah, I'm gonna just walk back through the base. $12 kilowatts, really? Exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, okay, that... I don't think that should be happening. Anyway. Yeah. So the idea would be for like actual tourists would get better tunnels, like actual human like luxury sort of experience tunnels. I mean, it would be like hundreds of thousands of dollars for the first few tickets. Well, the actual first few would be auctioned off, probably for hundreds of millions, but that's not the point. So they're gonna get a decent experience. Of course, it's not gonna be a great experience. It's gonna be about as good as you can get in space. But at least we have basketballs. I quit. No. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. And the guy who made the book, if you want to check it out, the book is called How to Develop the Moon. It's free on his Patreon. It's not like you don't have to subscribe. It's just the easiest way he can donate. You don't have to pay any money. Or hardback was, if I remember correctly, about $12 on Amazon. Paperback I think is about $7 on Amazon. I don't know. It's written sort of informally. The guy has a YouTube channel where he animates his ideas. It's called Anthrofuturism. Anthro is in anthropomorphic. Or no. Or yeah, or anthropology is probably because I'm pretty sure he was an anthropology major. I think he mentioned that once. But yeah. Pretty neat. This took me way too much time. Anyway.